Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Simran and I create makeup and beauty content. So if that interests you, I hope you will consider subscribing to my channel. In this video, I have created this summer matte makeup look that is still super wearable, and the best part is I have used all drugstore or affordable products to create this look. From the lipstick to my eyeshadow to the base, blush, everything is drugstore. Not only is this makeup matte, but it's also super long lasting, and I've also shared a little trick with you guys on how to keep your base looking matte for longer. So if you want to know how to get this look, please continue watching the video. So I have my skin prepped with my skincare, and don't forget to use a sunscreen. My skincare has been sitting on my face for about 5 to 10 minutes, and that is what I recommend you do as well. Never just go straight into your makeup. Let your skincare and your skin prep before makeup sink into your skin for a good 5 minutes and then start putting on your makeup. I'm going to start off with priming my face with this e.l.f. matte putty primer. It also comes in 3 other variants. I specifically chose the matte putty primer because I'm combination to oily skin. Even if you are normal skin, I would recommend using this primer through the centers of your face or through the T-zone. Especially if you live someplace where it gets really hot and humid, you would want to use something like this. If you do have more of a drier skin type, you can skip this. Honestly, I don't know why this primer is called a putty primer. It's not like a putty at all. As you can see, it's more like a cream. Nevertheless, I love using this through the centers of my face. It literally, you saw how seamlessly and immediately it blends into your skin. The reason why I absolutely love this primer is because it definitely makes my skin matte, but it doesn't dry it out. There are some silicone primers that it feels like my skin has suddenly lost all its moisture, which is not necessarily always a good thing. And also it has that really smooth silicone feeling. I don't know about you, but it kind of makes me feel claustrophobic. I don't think the foundation grips well to your skin when you use a primer like that. So I definitely recommend this. I'm going to use this Rimmel Stay Matte pressed powder. This is the transparent version. You're going to need an extremely small amount of this. You can also use a loose powder. I'm actually going to use this on a really large fluffy brush, and I'm going to tap off most of it, and then I'm lightly going to go over the areas that get oily the quickest for me, and then just spread it on my entire face because I do have combination skin and I get oily pretty much everywhere. I'm also putting it on my eyebrows because I do get oily like on top of my eyebrows. I'm not crazy. This is actually a makeup technique that has existed for so many years. So what this technique of using a powder before your foundation and base products does is it stops the oil from reaching the surface, or at least it delays the process by a lot. Just keep in mind, you don't need to apply a shit ton of powder. It just has to be a little bit, and that will do the job. Taking the L'Oreal Infallible Full Wear Concealer, this is in the shade 312 Amber. I love how long lasting and full coverage this concealer is. You need the tiniest amount with this concealer, believe me on that. I'm not going to use a lot of foundation for this look just because I don't like that for any time of the year, but especially not for summers. So I'm gonna use a little bit more of my concealer. With whatever is left on my concealer blending brush, I'm applying it on my eyelids to act as a base for our eyeshadow. Taking the color bar Just Smoky Kajal in Just Marsala. It's a really beautiful deep wine color and it's extremely pretty on the eyes. I'm going to create a wing sort of a thing with this. You don't have to be precise at all because we are going to blend it out and smudge it out. In fact, I'm going to use the opposite end of the pencil to smudge it out and blend it out. You can use a brush if you want to, and just near the outer third of my lash line is where I'm blending it out and smudging it out. And then I'm creating this a little bit of a cat-eyed shape because I absolutely love this kind of a shape for my eyes. Next, I'm taking the e.l.f. bite-sized eyeshadow palette. This is in the shade Truffles. I'm going to take this lightest brown shade. Now these are very powdery, but the pigment on them and the payoff and everything is still amazing. I'm going over the shadow that we placed earlier and blending it out further and giving it a smoky, sultry look. And the same shade, I'm also going to run it along my lower lash line to give it a little bit of a depth. I want a little something more, so you can skip this step if you want to, and like look at it, this eye look looks gorgeous just on its own. But I'm going to take this silver shade on a fluffy brush and I'm going to highlight this. Are you seeing how pigmented these shadows are? So you see what this silver shade has done on this eye? It has accentuated the inner part of my eyelid. I'm also going to put a little bit on like underneath my brow bone. I'm picking just a tiny amount of this dark brown shade, like an extremely small amount. And first I'm going to feather it at the outer corners of my eyes, like here, and then I'm going to deepen my crease with this ever so slightly. For mascara, I'm going to use two of the Maybelline mascaras that I absolutely love and I cannot live without. This is the Maybelline Lash Sensational Mascara, and this is the Falsies Lash Lift Mascara. This is my recent obsession. I love it. I'm going to do one coat of both of these on my top eyelashes, and then on my lower lashes I'll just use either one of these. This is the done eye, and look at the difference that mascara makes. It is amazing. So that is the eyes done. Let's move on to our base. I'm going to use the L'Oreal Infallible 24-Hour Fresh Wear Foundation. Absolutely love this foundation. So I'm currently mixing two shades of this foundation, but in winters I'm definitely the shade 222 Sand Sable. Like when I'm my lightest, this is what shade I am. This foundation is very, very, very beautiful on his skin. Makes his skin look really healthy. It lasts so well on his skin. That is why I think it's perfect for a summer foundation. As you can see, it's dewy but not an insane amount of dew. It's only the amount of dew that actually looks good on his skin, you know. This foundation is going to make your skin look so juicy and so glowy and so healthy. You are going to freak out. Like you won't want to use any other foundation, at least from the drugstore. I think that took me about 5 minutes to completely blend this foundation into my skin. I'm going to use the Maybelline Fit Me Loose Powder in 15 Light to set my face. You can by all means use the same Rimmel Stay Matte powder to set your face. I love this also, but I just want to use a loose powder. I feel like it lasts better. I'm going to use the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Contouring Palette in Caramel Toffee, and this is the shade that I'm going to use to contour. You always want to place your contour or your bronzer a little bit above where you want it to end, because when you blend it, it's going to blend downwards automatically, right? A little bit. So if you start with putting it where you want it to end, it's going to blend even further down, and that's going to droop your face instead of lifting your face. And always blend it like this in an upwards direction, specifically here towards your hairline. Just again adds to the whole lifted effect and also makes it look a lot more realistic in my opinion. Also, I feel like this shade is amazing for a summer bronzed look because It has a little bit of red undertones in it, this shade. I feel like that makes it look really like realistically like a tanned. I'm using this to contour the usual places on my face like my forehead, my cheekbones. I'll also use it to contour my nose and of course my jawline, which has, I literally have a double or a triple chin. Thank you quarantine, thank you corona. It's okay though, I just hope that we get out of this situation as soon as possible. Okay, so I am looking very tanned and bronzed and I'm loving it. I feel like I'm looking very healthy. I love that. I cannot forget blush. I can't. It's time to blush up our cheeks. I'm going to use the Wet n Wild Color Icon blush in the iconic Mellow Wine. It's my favorite blush shade and my favorite blush up until now out of everything of all time. Like, I love this. Now the beauty of this blush is not only does the color look absolutely stunning, but the formula is so stunning that you can build it up. So if you don't want this much blush, you can definitely tone it down. You just have to pick up a little bit and you're good to go. I love a lot of blush. I'm going to use the Wet n Wild Mega Glow highlighter in Precious Petals. It's a very pinky goldeny highlighter and it's perfect for a sun-kissed glow. Again, this is one of those formulas that you can really build up if you like a blinding highlight, or you can let it be subtle like I have. I do want this look to be more matte, so I'm going subtle. You can totally skip the highlighter altogether if you want a complete matte look. I'm going to use this Maybelline Lasting Fix setting spray just through the centers of my face and on my forehead. I'm not going to use it anywhere else because it does dry out my skin. You want to use this one very sparingly. It's extremely matte, which is good news if you have more oily skin, but if you have dry skin, don't even look towards this. I will use something for dry skin after this, but for everyone else, let's use it in the centers of our face. Remember to use it sparingly, okay?
Hello?
Let's cancel it. Use it if you can get it to work. I'm going to use the PAC Micro Finish Makeup Fixer because the Maybelline one refused to work, as you saw. For lips, I'm using the Sugar Matte as Hell Lip Crayon in Brandy Harrington. Now, if you've watched my channel for a while, you know that this is not my color at all. I need to make it a little bit more nude. Not only that, it also doesn't go with the look. So I'm using this Nykaa Pout Perfect Nude Me Not Lip Crayon. I'm going to make it more nude. I love this whenever I don't like a bright lipstick or any lipstick and I want it to be a lot more nude. I just use this one. I'm going to blot it off. I've blotted it off and I'm going to use this again. That is definitely much better. So this is a final and completed makeup look. How do you like the result? Tag me on Instagram, Facebook and Twitter if you end up recreating this look. Also, don't forget to follow me on my socials and check out the description box for all the products that I used in this video. I loved creating this look. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed watching it as well, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.